Hello and welcome to Clearview Television. We're reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. I am Nkiru Obuli with the details. Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has asked the federal government to provide answers to the $1 billion that was withdrawn from the excess crude account to purchase arms for the fight against insecurity. The governor asked President Muhammadu Buhari to hold officials accountable for their actions. The National Economic Council had on December 15, 2017, agreed to utilize $1 billion from Nigeria's excess crude account to tackle Boko Haram insurgency and other security challenges. The meeting, which was chaired by Vice President Yemi Osibajo, had the 36 state governors in attendance, and it came as the state governors pledged to support the federal government to rid the northeast of the insurgents. 4 years after, several questions have been raised by many, including Governor Wike, regarding the purchase of the equipment, especially as insecurity has worsened since then. The Nigerian Defense Headquarters has warned soldiers and politicians against carrying out a coup in the country. The warning was given after senior lawyer Robert Clark called for the handing over of power to the military for the purpose of restructuring. However, in a statement released by its spokesperson, Onyema Nwachukwu, the Defense Headquarters pledged that it would continue to discharge its duties or constitutional responsibilities professionally, especially in protecting the country's democracy, defense of its territorial integrity, as well as protecting the lives and property of the citizens. Controversial Catholic cleric Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka has admitted that he requested President Muhammadu Buhari to consider contract awards for 3 businessmen. Father Mbaka, however, insists that the president's failure to grant his request is not the reason for his asking for the president's resignation from office, as being claimed by this presidential spokesman, Garba Shehu. So what are his real reasons?
According to Father Mbaka, there was never a contract between him and the federal government. Mbaka's reaction is coming on the heels of the claims by the presidential media aide Garba Shehu that the recent attack of the president by the cleric was born out of resentment following the refusal of the president to approve his contract request. The clergyman disclosed that earlier in the first tenure of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration, he was accosted by 3 men who wanted him to mediate between them and the federal government on how to permanently end the myriads of crimes in the country and how to help the government to manage the oil wealth in order to generate employment for the youths.
They just came to Enugu and said, can I help them reach the government? That the level of insecurity in this country and how Nigeria have been shipping their oil out, refining them and bringing them back, that we are losing, that they have all it takes to revive the oil apparatus in the country and get the whole youths employed.
Mbaka said that the 3 men were handed over to the government and that no payment was made to him to that regard. He stated further that the 3 men were rejected by the government and he, Mbaka, was served a letter which read that he had been denied the contract.
These are the 3 people they rejected their offer. Even without them giving me money, I don't beg them. As I said, I put my hands on the altar and told everybody, I don't have their number. Fortunately, they reported that they denied me of the contract. Which contract?
You would recall that Father Mbaka was a clergyman turned politician who canvassed support for President Muhammadu Buhari's election in 2015 and 2019 respectively. In the wake of the 2015 election, Father Mbaka described Muhammadu Buhari as the only person to take Nigerians out of their quagmires. Today, what has changed?
And ahead of the November 16 governorship election in Anambra State, a non-governmental organization, Center for Strategic Leadership and Youth Orientation, has called on the major political parties to provide a level playing ground for all the aspirants jostling to govern the state for the next 4 years. Clearview TV's Nii Marisa reports the organization as saying that transparency and accountability in the conduct of public governance was critical to enthroning a government that will be responsive rather to the needs of the populace.
Center for Strategic Leadership and Youth Orientation, a non-governmental organization, is not only advancing the cause of youth empowerment and entrepreneurship, but also committed in ensuring that good governance is rooted in Nigerian politics. This informed the organization taking it upon itself to organize a political charge for both the political parties and the aspirants. However, only PDP and some of the aspirants honored the invitation. Founder of the organization, Felix Ima, and the national coordinator of Kudili Nwadiobu explained that the essence of the meeting is to produce a competent and credible candidate that will drive the affairs of the state and to let the party and the candidates know that they must be accountable to the people.
It is high time we gather ourselves to work in synergy, to chart a way forward, to initiate young people initiated agenda. Because the future in question is ours. And nobody can write our future more than our very self.
The essence of this one is to ensure that the party comes here to present before the aspirants and before the members of St. Leo their preparedness to get us what we have dialogue in the first phase of this, to getting the person who is credible to drive the development of this entire state beyond party ideology.
Program coordinator of the group said the youths are critical stakeholders in the business of politics and that they have to take their destiny in their hands.
The dividend that comes from election as investment is good governance, good projects, meeting standard in education, meeting standard in health, meeting standard in revenue generation, and meeting standard in other sectors. So election is a key investment, and we are carrying this message to communities to see it as that.
Speaking on the preparedness to provide a level playing ground for all aspirants, PDP spokesman explained that the candidate will be selected through delegate and ad hoc election process. Two of the frontline contestants who supported zoning the seat to Anambra South expressed confidence that PDP will create a level playing ground for all the contestants.
We must ensure that the election will be conducted very free, very fair, very transparent, very credible, to ensure that whoever emerges as the candidate of the party is someone whom the party delegates have chosen as a candidate.
I believe by the time we stop the emphasizing money politics, collecting money to vote for people voting against their conscience because of peanuts, I believe we can get the right leaders.
All I ask is free and fair process. Don't come to rig for me. No, I don't want that. What I want is free and fair because that's the only way the losers will support the person who has emerged victorious.
PDP has screened 60 candidates to contest for the party primaries that will come up in June 2021. Niyi Marisa reports for Clearview Television.
Nigeria and South Africa have what it takes to develop their tourism and entertainment sector into a gold mine. However, what is needed for the two countries to achieve this is to work together, as such collaboration will create a lot of jobs for the army of unemployed youths in both countries. The editor-in-chief of the South Nigerian lifestyle magazine, Moleboheng Amalin, stated this in Abuja on Monday at the launch of the monthly magazine.
I've been in Nigeria for 12 years now, in and out. We incorporated officially about 5 years ago. I've gone vastly into Nigeria from the northern states into the east, and Nigeria is a beautiful country to work in. Nigerians are amazing people to work with, and the opportunities in Nigeria are endless. So you're going to be seeing a whole lot of us as South Africans coming into this market because it's a beautiful country. They say good people, great nation. So our focus is try and promote South African-Nigeria relations, focusing on the entertainment industry, on trade relations across board, because we are two most powerful economies in the continent. So South Nigeria is all about creating a bridge for us to walk one country to another in uniting, and I think most importantly, emancipating ourselves economically.
The future is bright, very, very bright, but Nigeria and South Africa must put their differences aside and see how they can come together and put certain factors in place, like the economy. There must be that unity, there must be that synergy between Nigeria to foster. Now, what do we have in Nigeria? We have tourism, like you mentioned earlier. South Africa also has that also. So they must come together to build on it, and that alone can create jobs for millions of not only South Africa and Nigeria. It can create jobs for even different continents, different countries of the world. So seriously, we don't even need for the Europe, the Americans and the rest, we by ourselves, we can come together and develop our economy.
It's about unity in our diversity. It's about coming together. It's about uniting with one purpose. It's about telling the good story out of Africa. You know, sometimes they said if you want to tell your story, you have to learn how to blow your trumpet by yourself. Don't let us wait until the outside world will paint us black and said there's this crime in Africa and all of that. But what we are doing with Nigerian is just about telling good, beautiful story, good story from Africa.
Bill Gates' divorce could be one of the most expensive ever, with a wealth of £93 billion worth, which is an equivalent of $130 billion. Before announcing their split, the former couple had already pledged to give most of their fortune away before they die. Their 3 children will receive a reported $10 million each, a tiny fraction of their parents' mammoth wealth. The couple's split will be the largest division of assets since Jeff Bezos and his wife Mackenzie split in mid-2019, when Bezos walked away with 75% of Amazon and Mackenzie with $35.8 billion worth of shares. Divorce documents between Mr. and Mrs. Gates reveal their 27-year marriage is irretrievably broken. If the couple split their assets 50-50, it could see the Microsoft founder drop from number 4 to number 7 on the official billionaires index. Bill and Melinda Gates have announced that they are divorcing after 37 years of marriage in a touching statement. Bill and Melinda married in 1994 on the Hawaiian island of Lanai. On Monday, the pair, who have previously described married life as incredibly hard, publicly confirmed their decision to part ways. Lawyers will now seek to divide their colossal wealth, although the Microsoft founder has previously said his 3 children will inherit just a fraction of his fortune at just $10 million each. Legal papers revealed that Melinda, 56, filed for divorce and said that the parties are separated. Melinda does not appear to be asking for spousal support from Bill, as she alone is understood to be worth $70 billion. Gates said they decided to end the marriage after a great deal of thought and a lot of work 2 years after his wife admitted that marital life was really hard. Many thanks for watching. I am Nkiru Obuli.